It's live?
Back on?
Now?
I think it's going to cue soon.
She'll confirm.
As soon as it goes live. There's like a delay, you know, for the feed.
Probably is live, but
It's live!
We are here!
Ciao, ciao tutti. Ciao tutti from New York City.
Ciao.
Here we are.
That's right. Hey Show Score fans, I'm Steve Schoenberg here with the amazing Volo. They recently came out with a new album just last month called Notte Magica.
Oh, look at your Italian pronunciation.
I tried, right? Even though I speak no
It's like,
It's close. How do you say it?
Notte Magica.
Notte Magica. Magic night.
But you
right?
have to say Notte
It's
Magica.
Notte Magica.
it's a
right?
magic night. Do you know why it's a magic night?
Magical night.
I'm thinking it's something in honor to the three tenors, right?
That's, yeah.
So tell me about the album.
It's a tribute to the three tenors. And we share the stage. We had the honor to share the stage with the great tenor Placido Domingo. And we really have to say thanks for his support he gave us. And also to Jose Carreras, because he sent us his blessings. And also to the Luciano Pavarotti Foundation that supported us.
Oh, amazing. Because even when you guys started, I know you met on Eurovision, and then you were starting.
You like Eurovision?
From what I've seen here in the States, we're lucky we get a little bit of it, sometimes on the internet,
Okay.
right? But you guys, when you first started, I think your group was named Il Tre Tenorini, right?
Yes, something very strange. But the beginning, yes, we met like 7 years ago in an Italian TV show, and the producer of the program decided to put our voices together. And the first song we sang together was O Sole Mio. And now, after 7 years, we performed again O Sole Mio in our new album, Notte Magica, with a big symphony orchestra and with Placido Domingo conducting.
Yeah. So how did you guys pick the set list? I know a lot of it's live on the album. How did you?
No, it wasn't that easy, but you know, the 80% of the repertoire, the three tenor, is almost the same. We performed constantly, coincidentally. We performed that song since the very beginning of our career, almost the same song, and so we had to add just the arias of opera because we've never sang opera before, and you know we were really comfortable with the repertoire, and you know it's been an amazing feeling singing Nessun Dorma, because I've sang that song when I was like kids, you know, like for joke, you know, and sing that song with Placido Domingo conducting, and with them it's been really, yeah.
So a lot of fans for Show Score, most fans for Show Score are theater fans, and we're so lucky that you have decided to record 2 songs from West Side Story, one of our greatest American musicals. How did you decide to pick Maria, and I believe that's tonight?
We love musicals. We love, especially, I mean, it's a completely different story, but I'm a big fan of Disney songs. And it's almost, you know, like sounds like a musical, no? Sometimes, no?
Sure.
Disney, but it's completely different from Broadway. But we had the chance to go to see The Lion King once. It was beautiful. And we choose the most beautiful, for us, are the most beautiful songs from the musical.
Sure.
Maria and Tonight.
And Tonight.
Sure.
I used to sing Memory.
Yeah, from Cats. Great show.
Cats.
And it's back on Broadway currently. So, you know, we've seen you here in the States. Obviously, your music we hear, but we've seen you here in the States on American Idol. You guys were on 3 different episodes, right? But also, you were touring with Barbra Streisand. Speaking of musical theater and musical movies, what was that like? You did O Sole Mio, right?
You know, we love to do collaboration with artists, but especially with iconic artists like Barbra Streisand, and I think she's something incredible. Really, she has been a mentor for us, and we will never forget the days because it was something.
The wheel, you know.
Yep. So we have lots of questions. A lot of questions.
Okay.
From all around the world. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. You think I use things every time. Pretty good. So Paige asks, she's from the States, Since you are all multilingual, are there any languages you wanted to sing in?
We never sang in Portuguese. We sang in French, in German, in English, in Spanish, in Italian. But maybe one day we will record or we will sing something in Portuguese also for our Brazilian fans.
Right.
Agora do Brasil.
Who knows?
But all these great opera songs are international no matter the language, right?
Of course, they don't care about the language. You know, it's
All about the melody. And
all about the melody and
music.
the tradition from Italy.
And you guys have made it so modern by what you call opera, right?
We say pop opera, but in this project, the Notte Magica album is not pop opera, it's just classical and opera.
Opera. Becca from Brazil, speaking of Brazil, says Notte Magica, I'm sorry, Notte Magica, right?
Notte Magica.
Got it right, okay. Is your most classical work yet. Does this mark a change in direction for you?
Maybe we lost a little bit of younger generation, but sometimes I think that it's better because we want that the young generation get close to this kind of music, because probably, as Plácido Domingo said on stage during the show, these three young men, they are continuing our idea, what we did in the past, and we are the only 20 years old guys in the world that sing this kind of music. So probably it's the only way to get close to the young generation.
You're sharing it with young people.
Yeah, of course, and it's a tradition, you know?
Yeah.
Especially in Italy, we feel a lot this music.
Yeah. No, it's great.
And there are a lot of Italians in America too.
So another question we got is, the original three tenors helped me through a tough time in my life, she says. Do you believe in the power of music to touch people's lives? Kind of like you were just saying.
Of course. You know, music, people use music for everything, you know. In a movie you find music, in sports you find music, in everything.
Music is the soundtrack of the life.
Of the life.
Well said.
Oh my God, this was hard.
Wow, that's a quote for your next album, right on that cover. Right?
And of course, as like music help us, you know. And I think everyone should discover music and respect music, but also this kind of music, because in my opinion, what I feel when I listen to this kind of music, I feel free, you know, freedom,
Sure.
the happiness, and I found like a friend, you know, when I listen to this kind of music.
Sure, no,
I feel
well
free.
said.
Yeah.
So Maggie28, hey Maggie, asks, what's your funniest moment from the meet and greets you have with your fans?
Oh, we love meet and greet after the concert, and the funny thing is, when we finish the concert, we never stop singing. And one time we did a meet and greet, and a friend asked to us, "Can you sing Happy Birthday to me because it's my birthday?" And then she was the first on the line, but we had like 100 people, and then everyone, tomorrow is gonna be my birthday, yesterday was my birthday, and everyone wants to sing Happy Birthday, so we couldn't stop singing Happy Birthday.
But we love hugging and kissing our fans.
But you know, this is the, you know, a good thing, the meet and greet, because you have like the contact, the opportunity to talk with your fans. Yeah.
People who love you, right?
People who love us.
It's like
Do you love us?
I do.
And see what they think about us.
Yeah, no, that's great. Nina and Katie, clearly they've shared a Facebook account, says, what are dream roles in opera or musical theater you might enjoy?
What?
Dream roles you'd like to play in opera, or
Venue.
I think he might be probably.
I mean,
I think I'm Sicilian, and maybe Cavalieri Rusticani from Mascagni, and I love Tosca, maybe Cavaradossi. Who knows?
Great roles. What about musical theater? You seem to love musical theater.
You know, I like musical. When I was kid, I really.
A kid, you were one.
A kid.
Just the one.
Okay.
No, you were two, because
I was big.
He was
I
big,
was
so it was like three person kids.
Your English is better than my Italian, so
No.
however you like.
When I was kid, I dreamed to sing musical because I was in my school we used to sing in a musical, and but with this project I'm studying opera and I really liked it.
Right.
So I hope one day to sing some operas.
Sure. Litka from Slovakia, hi Litka, asks one word to describe your fans. Greatest fan experience you've ever had.
Once, okay, can I really tell you this?
Of course.
Can I say it?
Yes.
Okay, the funniest experience we had was in Mexico when a fan threw a bra. Okay. With the telephone number, call me whenever you want.
Even in Argentina, they throw on stage the underwear. Green and red
But
underwear.
it's funny. It's funny because wherever we go, the audience changed. For example, in the United States, it's more adults. In South America, it's all young generation.
But in the United States, they don't throw the underwears on stage.
No, they just. But anyways, this is cool, you know, because wherever we go, we find a different audience from all the ages. In our concert, you can see people from all the ages.
Did you call the phone number on the bra?
No, of course not. Okay, yes, sorry.
I wear the underwear, the red underwear.
The red, not the green.
Not
Prefer
just
the
the
red.
red.
Yeah. Okay, Piero, what's an Italian phrase every American should know?
Amore mio, ti amo.
Good one. Ignazio, what's the funniest phrase that Americans say? Can you repeat it? The funniest.
The funniest.
Phrase
that Americans say.
To me,
Just in general.
No,
What do you
in
think is a
general.
crazy thing Americans
how sweet! Oh my God!
say? That's pretty funny.
Oh my God,
Gianluca, what's your favorite place to perform?
to perform?
Yeah.
Radio City Music Hall. We performed there in 2013, and a dream, a wish, is that Il Volo one day will sing at the Madison Square Garden.
And you will?
I just
Maybe one
want.
day. Who knows? Who knows?
I just want to say to our fans to stay tuned because we're gonna announce our upcoming tune very soon.
Sure. And you are touring starting in May in Italy.
And in March, maybe
Somewhere else.
In March we'll start the world tour, and then in May we're going to perform in Italy and Europe.
So for fans who may be in Italy or want to plan a trip, starting May 5th through June 4th, you'll be in a whole slew of different cities, Rome, Verona, Milan, Torino, so lots of amazing spots. So a question for you guys, all three of you. Who would win in a street fight, Il Volo or Il Divo?
Il Volo.
Okay.
I mean, it's completely different. We really appreciate and we like Il Divo.
No, he's asking who.
I know.
He's making a diplomat.
Nobody has to
I wish
fight.
it was big
I
fight.
mean, let me talk.
maybe them because they're four.
Nobody.
Sure.
I mean, nobody has to fight because we don't need to fight. And but we are completely different.
Very
So,
much.
very. I mean, similar
think
kind of
yeah.
music, but completely different style and completely different voices.
Yeah, definitely. Piero, what's your favorite place in New York City?
My favorite place in New York City, Times Square.
Yeah, great spot.
Times Square.
We're just half a block away from Times Square.
You know, I really
Yes.
like Long Island, which is
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Where in Long Island do you like?
Because I have friends there,
Yeah.
and I
You
really
like the friends?
close to the
You like your friends?
close to the beach. You know, there's like a coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like there.
It's an island.
Yeah.
So we got lots of beaches. I'm from Long Island. So
Ah,
I like that. I like that answer. If you guys did not sing opera, what style of music might you sing?
I mean, Volo started singing not opera because it's completely different from operatic pop. Our first three albums that came out, one in 2011, 2012, and 2015, were operatic pop. And we also put some pop songs in our album. But we didn't sing opera until now. But maybe, I don't know, my favorite singer is Justin Timberlake. I love him.
Yeah.
In another
Can't
life.
stop the feeling. Huh?
Trolls, the movie coming
In
up.
another life, I would sing like funky R&B.
Okay, of course.
Like
No rap.
Bruno Mars.
no. Maybe you know like Stevie Wonder.
All right.
Really like him.
Like a kind of Motown stuff.
Yeah.
All right, good choices.
Do you know Michael McDonald?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
He's one of the greats. So Maria from Moscow asks, your voices have become even stronger and finer over time. That's nice of you, Maria, to say. Would you consider re-recording a disc of your other hits like Il Mondo and Surrender?
Wow, that's a beautiful question, Maria. The first album we recorded, we were very young, and as you said, the voices were completely different, the voices. And no, we didn't think to record again Il Mondo, but we recorded in the last album Torna Sorriento. There is the Italian version of Surrender, the original version. So we can tell the difference, and you can listen the difference about this version with the previous one.
Roxy Bell asks, how do you warm up your voices before a performance?
We vocalize.
With the lighter.
With a lighter.
Yeah.
We warm up the voice.
That's a pun. I like it.
Now we vocalize after the concert, like an hour, no enough before the concert, the show, and you know we just be careful on not taking so much cold, you know, and and eating good.
Got it.
The food is really important.
So you mentioned a couple musical theater shows. We're just a half a block away from Times Square, so we'd be remiss not to challenge you to musical theater. I call this Broadway roulette. You like roulette? How about Broadway style? So on a bunch of cards, I've written down.
Russian roulette?
Not that.
Okay.
But if you don't, see how you do. On a bunch of cards, we've written down different musicals, and
One
you'll
each?
just have to sing. Let's see if you know the song.
One each.
From Candide, the Leonard Bernstein hit musical. Do you know a song?
Make our garden grow, Candid. And make our garden grow, and make our garden grow.
That's
I'm impressed.
You know, this is the song we performed with Barbara Streisand.
Chris Body.
And Chris Botter and Barbara Streisand.
Awesome. I'm impressed.
This
That's
song,
a tough
okay.
one. That was a tough one. All right, pick another one. Let's see. What do you got there?
West Side Story.
And you have two songs on your new album.
Yeah.
C'è un Maria o c'è Maria?
Maria.
Però facciamo la parte del...
No.
facciamo la parte finale con la
Ok.
che sarebbe
Maria, say it loud and there's music playing.
un po' alta però.
Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop
That's the melody,
saying Maria.
Now we know it's going to play Tony.
Esatto, però cavolo, dobbiamo fare insieme questa. What's next?
You pick one. And now we know the next Broadway revival of West Side Story.
La bianca. White Christmas.
Oh, from Holiday Inn?
I have to, yeah,
Do you know that
I
song?
have to sing a Christmas song?
Well, I think you know.
What did
Do you
you
know that
sing?
song?
Okay. But like Bing Crosby.
All right.
No, like Gianluca Ginobili.
I'm gonna do it very deep.
Okay.
Like a Christmas, okay. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Okay?
Very good. You guys have a Christmas song on Notte Magica, right?
Yes, we have Adeste Fideles. You know how much we love Christmas, because in that season we have the chance to go back home and stay with our families. So Christmas for us, it means spend time with our families and with the people we love.
And also we have a new song, which is Ave Maria Mater Misericordia. It's a beautiful song with a real. How many people in the choir? I think
Like 50.
Yes.
Awesome.
And a big artist.
So you put us in the Christmas spirit, not too. You know, we already have Christmas stuff out at
Yes, but
Targets and stuff like that.
it's on our album, Notte Magica.
One more?
Oh,
One more. Let's see. I'm kind of out of the.
Oh, the Lion King.
Oh, you were just talking about Let's see. How about?
Memory.
He has to sing.
All right.
No. Touch me, so easy to leave me all alone with the memories of my days in the sun. But if you touch me, you understand what
I think you've got a solo album coming soon of musical theater songs. Thank you guys. Yeah, this is great. So that was great. We have so many we didn't get to, but that's great. Katerina asks, most interesting trip you guys have ever taken, and how did you pass the time on the flights? So when you're on, airplane.
Okay, the longest
I mean,
one.
if we are alone, no, but we.
Huh?
Okay, no.
No, don't say that. So the funniest place we've been, an interesting place we've been to was been which one? Maybe
Abu Dhabi, Singapore,
Orlando when we went to Disney World.
Australia. I don't know, many places.
Yeah, you've been all around the world.
Yeah, it's
I
been
got my passport tattoo.
it's been funny in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, that Peter's father asked for a panini with chicken.
Okay.
And he had to explain to the
Tuo padre?
no, so Baba. He had to explain how he wanted the panini with chicken, no? So bread, panini, cut, chicken.
Pretty close. You
And
forgot prasada. You
No. And they brought the panini cut like above, the panini above, in the top of it, with the chicken inside.
Got it. Pretty funny way.
And on the flight we sleep, we watch movies and we read books. That's all we do.
And you I've seen some funny videos of you guys like doing, making fun of each other on the planes.
Really?
Andrea asks, what advice would you give your younger selves? Good question.
Never give up.
What advice
Yeah.
we
You would give your younger self. Yeah.
I like the speech that Matthew McConaughey did, and when he won the Oscar, when he said, "Who is your hero? It's me in 10 years."
Yeah.
So you have to believe in yourself always to reach that point that you always dream.
But not that much.
Of course, always you have to be humble, but believe in yourself always. Then you can reach your.
Yeah, that's great advice for anybody. Many fans have asked this question. Will you be releasing your biography in English?
Oh, we have to. We released our biography in Italian, but we're talking with the writers to do it in English and in Spanish too. Yes. Maybe soon we're gonna be releasing.
Well, you guys have also released combination DVDs with your album, so
In English.
And we get to see you in multi forms, right? Visual and hopefully soon in written form. Maggie asks, how would you describe the relationship between you and Il Volo verse? Is that what fans are called?
Il Volo verse.
I never heard that word.
We love the lovers
Yeah.
because if we are here traveling around the world, it's thanks to them. And we always say that they are the reason why we are here, because they always support us.
And we have to say thanks also not just to the Followers, but to the flight crew. That it's the name of our fans here in the United States also. Yeah, to the flight crew.
The crew.
Wow.
The flight crew, yes.
They will be very happy about this.
Yeah. Well, hopefully fans were really happy with this Facebook Live and the chance to ask you guys questions. Volo, thank you so much. Thank you everybody who tuned in, and make sure to get Notte Magica.
Notte Magica. Notte Magica.
With Placido Domingo.
Tribute to the three tenors.